Welcome back, Truth Seeker. In the headlines, Puerto Rican boxer Paul Bamba dies at age 35, and he dies 6 days after breaking Mike Tyson's 38-year-old record. 38 again, you guys. Again, if you're new here, look into Gematria, the practice of coding numbers into words. There's a song out there, Gematria, the killing name. There's another song out there, Murder by Numbers. There's even a movie titled Murder by Numbers. And right in the title of the poster, if you look it up, they encode 3 and 8. They changed the letters to numbers, just 3 and 8. Again, in Gematria, murder equals 38. So does killing, so does death, so does RIP. As for 35, boxing equals 35, and so does the surname Bamba. But again, let's look at it all together. I was having trouble finding this man's date of birth. But notice, Paul Bamba, dead at 35. Gematria, if you're new here, there's 4 base ciphers of the English language. The alphabetic order, the reverse alphabetic order, and both orders with numerology. Bamba equals 35, like boxing. And he died after setting this record on the winter solstice. Remember what they did with poor Ricky Henderson, who came up in the MLB wearing number 35. I should have mentioned Saturnalia equals 35. He set the record in the time of Saturnalia, this ancient Roman festival having to do with sacrifice, but he set the record the same day Ricky Henderson was announced dead. We covered that. Winter solstice has that Gematria 187 homicide code. But yeah, he just set Mike Tyson's record, 14 fights in a year with 14 knockouts. Notice how death is 38 and dead is 14. And again, if you're new here, movie poster for Murder by Numbers. Film starring Sandra Bullock that came out 38 weeks after her birthday. You can see the 3 and the 8 in the Murder by Numbers title. Murder has that Gematria 38, also 83, like the song. About how killing's as simple as ABC as 1, 2, 3 came out in 83. Sandra Bullock's got the 83, but again, killing, death, RIP. They're all 38. So is Gematria, so is English, so is Kabbalah. Again, this practice of coding numbers into words comes from Kabbalah, the book of formation. The Kabbalistic text says God created the world with numbers, letters, and words. Again, the song Gematria, the killing name, look it up. Again, look up the song Murder by Numbers. Clues and entertainment about what's really going on in the world, because day after day, these same patterns over and over. On Christmas, for the record, equals 38. He's dead right after Christmas. We got the story about the plane crash on Christmas with 38 dead. His name's escaping me right now, but the black CEO of Time Warner who just dropped dead right after Christmas, exactly 38 weeks after his birthday. And we document this really around the clock year after year, but this period of time between Saturnalia and New Year's, so many 38 connected deaths year after year. And in a way, it's just like mind-blowing that they're still getting away with this. Like, man, haven't we pumped out enough information in the world about this code to get people to open their eyes? You know who I want to have a debate with about this is Professor Dave Explains. He loves to pick on flat earthers, which are easy to beat up because these are some of the lowest people in terms of intellect and intelligence. But I know the one time I challenged Professor Dave Explains to a debate, he had my video struck for copyright. I got suspended for a week, and I thought, I wasn't even rude to him in the video. I gave him a compliment. I said the way he manhandles flat earthers, I said, I bet he thinks he can manhandle me and say this is all pseudoscience and nonsense, but, I challenge anyone who has these thoughts. And I know a lot of people have these thoughts about this work. Oh, for the record, in light of it being Mike Tyson's record he broke, he died on December 27th. Keep in mind, that's the day leaving 4 days left in the year, like the number 4 is associated with death. But he died on the 181st day of Mike Tyson's age. And, of course, Tyson has that Gematria 42. And Tyson's forever remembered for the 42-1 odds fight where he lost to Buster Douglas. Remember how they used that ritual when Tyson Fury beat Deontay Wilder in a clear 42 ritual. Also, this young man who's dead, his boxing record was 19-3, a bit like 193, the 44th prime number. Of course, kill and execution's 44. We just talked about Greg Gumbel, the New Orleans native, dying 44 days before the Super Bowl when the Saints won Super Bowl 44, and he was the first black man to call a Super Bowl game. And, of course, the Ravens won that one with 34 points. Greg Gumbel just died 34 weeks after his birthday. Murder also equates to 34 in the base ciphers. Again, there's 4 base ciphers. Alphabetic order, forwards and backwards of numerology. You learn the code. You see through the ritualism. So R.I.P. to Paul Bamba. One other thing I got to make a point about is they make a point about how he's Puerto Rican. Right now, something that's viral in the world is this beef between Fat Joe, who's Puerto Rican, and foundational Black Americans, the FBA movement. So I just find it interesting how a Puerto Rican breaks, Mike Tyson's record, and then this is a big viral story with the whole Fat Joe beef getting all this attention. So remember Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, one of the earliest characters in the game is some fat guy. What's his name? Jelly Bean or something? I forget. Anyway, we'll leave it there for now, Truth Seeker. Till next time.